What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'm not gonna be long. People wonder where have I been because I haven't made videos in about 3 weeks. Well, August 7th, I was involved in an altercation. When you speak up and you tell the truth and you care about your people, sometimes you're going to get hurt. Well, that happened to me. I'm speaking up for the truth, worry about getting justice and stuff, and a person snuck me. What happened is my jaw got broken. For 2.5 weeks, I was in the hospital. I had two surgeries, and having two surgeries, my whole entire mouth was wired shut, so I couldn't talk or anything like that. Now my mouth is open and my it's still healing and stuff like that. I had a little bit of pain and stuff, and and I can't talk properly. So anybody making fun of the way that I'm talking, I'm just going to straight up just ban. I'm not going to. I'm going to delete your comment, and I'm just going to ban you. So with that in mind, with that being said, you know that's why I haven't been making videos. And there's so many videos that I'm going to be making. There's some videos that people have already made, you know, concerning different topics and stuff like that that I was going to make, but due to me being assaulted, me having my jaw broken and stuff, and my mouth wire shut, I couldn't make those videos. So I'm going to be, even though folks has already made videos, I watched some of their videos and seen the points. I'm going to come out more and come into, how can I say it, a breakdown of my own to give my own opinion. And for anybody to know, I am at Checkers and I am just chilling, and in the midst of me chilling and stuff, and you may hear noises in the background, like the TV's on. They got a TV in Checkers, and you may hear orders going and people talking. But me, I like to broadcast anywhere I like to broadcast. So if I ain't talking the way I normally talk, it's because I'm out here in this opening right here, and some people may not want to hear the rawness that I may go into. Anyway, I am okay. And see, here's the dumb part about it is the person that snuck me and broke my jaw. He himself is on probation, so he violated his parole. So he's going to have to go back to prison. See, this is what you niggas don't understand. You so quick to hurt your own people, but yet you don't understand the concept of what you're doing. You don't understand that you need to start to learn to control your attitude. When you lose control and you wind up doing things, it wind up biting you in the ass because now he's going to go away. See, and that's why all of my videos I have done, I don't feel sorry for a majority of people who go to jail and get shot down in the street and stuff like that because you're too busy doing it to your own people. That's exactly why I made those videos. Now he just screwed himself, and I'm going to make sure that you doggone rape charges are going to be filed. And here's a good part about it is the detective seen it on the cameras, so he's caught on camera. He's done, and I don't feel sorry for him. Anybody who wish bodily harm or does bodily harm on their own brother and their own sister, then you deserve everything that happens to you. I can care less. So that's why I'm making this video. I want to try to talk as little as I can, but me, I got to break things down. And it's very, very sad too. You people, the ones who get into fights a lot, you stay away from him until he learn to control himself. Because the one who gets into fights a lot is the one who is the most destructive in our community. Why? Because you're not logical to sit down and understand and have a talk with your own brother and sisters. You're not logical to sit down and understand and comprehend each other and come up with a plan that doesn't involve hurting. It doesn't involve taking your own brother and sister's life. And see, this is the kind of stuff I deal with on my show. This is the kind of stuff that I talk about. We have become a nation who we don't care who we hurt. We want to sit up there and brag about the people that we knocked out. We want to sit up there and brag about the people that we have hurt. But yet, in all reality, we don't. When have you ever heard anybody in the ghetto, in our hoods, brag about the people that they help? Come on, somebody. Tell me, when have you heard that? You hear so many niggas talk about how many niggas they knocked out. How many niggas have ever bragged about helping others? Well, I brag all the time. You know why? You can see the comments in my channels, both of my YouTube channels. You can see the comments of the people that I helped out. You can see the comments of how many black women that I have helped go all naturals and stuff like that. So I'm the one that's helping, and I'm doing that without fighting. Got so many people telling me what to say, what not to say, and those are the same people who aren't doing anything or contributing to our community. When have y'all sat up there and sat down? I spoke to one of my subscribers. I emailed back and forth at times, Cortez Pate, 26-year-old young man. And I encourage him to do what he needs to do. Encouraging him to stay out of trouble. And we live miles and miles apart. We're not even close to each other. But when are y'all going to start to understand that our community is not just in the place where you live? Our community is where every one of us live. My community's in Detroit. My community's in Chicago. My community's in California. It's in Compton. Why am I saying all that? Because that's where my brothers and sisters dwell. That's where they are. They're in the ghettos. They're in the communities like that. And all those communities put together makes one community. So I'm coming at you to let y'all all know that, what happened to me is a price to be paid. We have people who want to go into leadership and try to lead the nations. They got assassinated. They got killed. They had a bullet through their head. A whole lot of things happened to men who stood up to be men in our community. So by me having my jaw broken, hey, I'm just another casualty. Well, I can't say casualty. What happened to me was catastrophic, but I did it for a good reason. You know why? Because niggas and niggettes, they cannot accept the truth. They cannot accept anybody telling them the truth about themselves, because when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. So they have to have this tough guy image. They have to have this I'm a beastly black woman image. Why? Because it makes them feel good. They get high off of destruction instead of high off of help, high off of hoping. So whenever, you look at my situations, like I said, I had two operations. I had two surgeries, and in those surgeries that I had, for 2.5 weeks, my mouth was wired shut. I had to be on a liquid diet. Do I like what happened to me? No, but I understand. As time and time goes on, a lot of our people is going to hate correction. Hatred is going to rise so much. And the thing about it is, I'm trying to get my people's mind to understand, get it under control. It's a thinking game. That's what it is. It's a thinking game. You have to think about what you're going to do. You have to think about, whether to hurt somebody or help somebody. And whatever is in your heart is going to always reveal what you're going to do. It's going to always reveal who you're going to hurt or not. So it's always going to do that. It's always going to do that. So you have to understand that hatred is in the heart of the majority of our people, regardless whether you like it or not. Because when soon as a problem situation comes, or they don't like something, it's going to show and expose who they really are. I always say a storm does that. Whenever a storm comes, what a storm does, it exposes whether you're a strong man or a strong woman, or a weak man or a weak woman. And quite frankly, we have a lot of people who are strong physically, but we have way too many people who are weak-minded. So I'm coming at you to let you know that, yeah, I had to take a whole heck of a lot of time off because of my situation. But see, they thought that they could silence me. You know what I'm saying? They thought, people threatened me, and that guy who did what he did to me, and he straight up snuck me. He had to wait till I wasn't looking to sneak me. He had to be very covert about it. And it also let me know and exposes that people who are telling the truth, could be hurt, very, very hurt by people who are liars and people living a lie. So it has nothing to do with your strength as far as physically. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. All I think it has to do with is your mind. Came up there and broke my jaw, and now he's in a whole heap of trouble. He's in a whole heap of trouble. But it's okay because I keep talking. I keep saying what I want to say. I wanted to stop 10 minutes ago. I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop. And then when I start recording, I said I'm just going to do maybe a 5-minute video. No, I wanted to talk and let I was assaulted. Now anybody coming on, you can make your comments and make fun of me. Oh, you got knocked down, and oh he broke your jaw. See, that's why. But I'm still the raw truth. Why you think my jaw got broken? Because I gave him the raw truth. I don't care if it was one person. I don't care if it's 300 people. I'm going to be the raw truth. I'm going to let everybody know what the heck is going on. The problem is we don't got too many mature people to understand. We don't got see if he was a real man, he will understand that the love that I have for my brothers, the correction that I have for him, is actually there, was set up to benefit him. Now he's in a heap of trouble. First of all, he's on parole. Second, he had a warrant for his arrest. So he violated his parole, and now he's in big trouble. And when you violated your parole, if you have a sentence of 18, let's just say 15 years, and you got out for parole for in 5 years of good behavior, you violate your parole, you're going to have to spend the rest of that 10 years to make up for your 15 years. See, that's how stupid niggas are. They don't think in their mind. They don't think in their mind. They run on emotions, and this is coming out of our single homes. Now I'm saying exactly what's going on. And even though I got hurt in the process and I had my jaw broken, it still taught me a lesson. That could have been me. If I wasn't a guy or a real man who had a sound mind, if I wasn't a real man and able to sit down and want to talk and think logically and work things out with my brother, I could have been in that same predicament. I could have been a murderer. I could have been in that same predicament as those men that you talking about. Oh, look at that so-called man. Because I come from a single mother. I come from home, and I'm doing my best to make sure that I don't further my statistics, because I admit a long time ago I am a statistics because I was born by a mother who was unwed. My father and my mother wasn't married when they had me. I grew up in a single home, a single mother home, and we all know the vast majority of single mothers, what they raise. Those are over 90% of the crimes is created by men who came out of single mothers. So I'm beating the statistics even more, even though I'm part of it. I just don't want to further the statistics. Wonder why I'm just so passionate about what I'm doing. I wonder why I'm so passionate. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because if nobody loves my nation, I'm going to make sure I love my nation. If nobody wants to bring justice to my nation, I'm going to make sure that I give justice to my nation. Nobody wants to look out for my nation and teach my nation to go straight. I'm going to make sure I do my part. See, I'm not selfish. But when you want to hurt your own brother and your own sister, then you're the one that's selfish. And you're the one that's supposed to be excommunicated from our community. Let me know how y'all all feel. Again, I apologize for the way that I'm talking, but I got areas around my mouth that is numb, that will be numb for about a couple of months. So the way I'm talking and the way that my speech is going to be affected. And like I said, if anybody make fun of my speech, I'm just going to block your asses, because I don't really need that. I don't need the headache when I'm trying to love my community. I don't need the hatred. But you can go ahead and bring it. But don't be mad when I rebuke your ass. Till then, I'm the raw truth. Let me know how you feel. Send your emails, your hate mail. Let's dialogue. But pretty soon I'm going to be putting more videos up on this channel and some other juicy videos. Till then, I'm the raw truth and peace.